Hi everyone, Marianne Cowan here from Pinery Paper Crafts. Let's try this again, take two. So welcome. Like I said, my name is Marianne Cowan. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Ottawa, Canada. And I go live on Fridays at 3. Yay, I'm in the right spot. And I share Stampin' Up! Products, card ideas, hopefully some inspiration. And today, we've had a heat wave here this week, so why not do Christmas cards? I always offer a Christmas in July class, and it will be coming up on July 27th. It will be in person and to go. So more details will follow on my blog and on my events page. Well, the events page of my blog. mariannecowan.com is my blog, so you can find all the information there. So today I'm going to share with you some online exclusives. These are products that are not in the catalog, but Stampin' Up! Launches them every 2 months, I want to say. And they are while supplies last. Some things, if they're really popular, will come back and stay a little while. But if you like something, you should get it soon. And an example is this current set of online exclusives has this adorable little red truck. It has a stamp set and this punch to go with it. These launched yesterday at midnight Mountain Time. And it's already sold out, but they are bringing it back. I believe the punch is still available and the stamp set is sold out, but it is coming back. I was able to snag one, so I'm excited. So online exclusive products are, like I said, available while supplies last, and they're timely things that you might want to get right away. So the one we're going to be using today is a Christmas one, actually. We're just going to be using the paper, but I'll show you the other products as well. So online exclusives, now they're not in a catalog, so you have to go to stampinup.ca and click on online exclusives. And if you go to my website and go in the shop button, there's a drop down menu. Also during July, it is bonus days, so every $60 in Canada that you spend before tax and shipping, you earn a $6 coupon that you can redeem in August. So that's awesome. So they send you an email with your coupon code, so make sure that you save that. All right, so I'm going to show you the online exclusive products that I was able to get. As a demonstrator, we can pre-order some things, not everything. But I'll show you what I was able to pre-order. So for part of the the horse and sleigh suite of products, there are these gorgeous snowflakes in copper, gold, and white. They're very beautiful. Large, 3 different sizes, which is awesome. And then the horse and sleigh stamp set and dies. And the only dies I used in this project were these 2 little snowbanks. The snowbanks in Ottawa get a lot bigger than that. Just saying. So, sentiments, wishing you a season of cheer and a happy new year, sending warmth your way, joyful, and this adorable horse-drawn sleigh, a little rabbit, and a couple of trees. Now, this is how big it actually is. When you see it on the cover, it looks this big, but this is the actual size of the stamp. So it's quite a bit bigger than you might think it is. There's the horse-drawn sleigh right there. Anyways, an awesome set. But I have to say my favorite part of this suite is the paper. Once I show you these few cards that I made, you're going to want this paper. So I'm going to show you the fronts and the backs because it is just too beautiful. So there is the front and the back. So they are winter scenes, and the B-side is sometimes just a pattern. It's called One Horse Open Sleigh Designer Series paper. It's 6 by 6, 12 patterns, 4 of each, and as always, double-sided. So there's the first one. There's the second one, front and back. Don't you love this one? Oh my gosh. And I have seen a couple of cards with really cool fun folds that I want to try. Rachel Tessman is a demonstrator in the States, and she just did a video yesterday and did, I think, 12 different, using 12 different sheets of the paper, same card design. Amazing, amazing. Here's another one with an interesting perspective. Front and back. They're just so pretty. Look at him. Oh my gosh. They're cute till they eat all your flowers. I was in my garden yesterday and I looked and thought, oh my gosh, the deer haven't eaten all the roses. Then when I went out this morning, they had. So I have no more roses. Oh well. This one is beautiful. I've seen cards made with the horse and sleigh just in front of the fence. I've only started playing with it, so I'll play some more. That beautiful fox. At first I wasn't crazy about this paper, but it's like a blizzard. And we have a little red fox that lives in our backyard. So this one is really appealing to me. Another winter scene, but even the backs, like for Christmas cards, or not even, they don't have to be Christmas cards. You could just do beautiful cards. This one, I don't know why, but every time I look at that, it reminds me of a little heart. So that one's beautiful as well. And then this last one, which is a bit of a different color palette, I want to say, but beautiful nonetheless. All right, so we're going to make 3 cards today. I've already prepped them all, and I've already made one just to make sure I knew how to make them. So this is a card design I've used many times. So then you just have to really think about how you're going to use the paper. So I took one sheet of paper. This is 6 by 6. So if you cut it down to 4, and then you have a little 2-inch piece for this side. And then I did have this little scrap. This is actually the reverse side. And I used the deckled rectangle dies, and I did die cut this piece of paper as well. And this piece of paper again is from the set. So we're just, and I'm going to add, for this one, I'm going to add a ribbon. So this is the glittered organdy ribbon, which is not in the catalog, but it's still available. It's a carryover item. So you still can get it. But if you look in the catalog, you'll think, hey, that's not there. And you're right, it's not in the catalog. All right, so I will have the measurements on my blog because I don't even remember what I cut off. I cut off 3 1/4 inches. So this is 2 1/4. And 3 1/4 makes 5 1/2. Yes, it does. All right, so we're going to start by putting our back piece in. Now, I haven't used any of these glues lately, so let's... It's so hard to pick. Oh my gosh. Let me see. Okay, so for this one, I did the blue. I think for this one, let's try this side. See how it looks. Okay, here we go. There we go. Sometimes you don't want to have too many picture parts on it, but I think for this, in this case, it's going to be fine. There we go. Little blob in there. Once it gets going, it's going. Woo. Okay, so let's try it with this one. Although we're going to put that deckled frame over top. We could also put that on the side. And then we're going to add this to our piece of blue, and it's just the piece of blue that I cut off. So it's a good use of your paper. And then this one is going on the front flap. Now the glue is coming out so fast that It's ridiculous. I do like white glue though. All right, so there we go. That like that. I do like it. It's different. I don't know, the paper's so pretty. So for this one, I'm going to take the ribbon and put it, do a little bow up at the top here. And then I'm going to put this on top. So I want my bow right about here. This ribbon is so pretty, and one pack of this ribbon and a pack of the paper and you could make yourself at least 48 cards. For sure. So if you send a lot of Christmas cards, then you want to get a pack of this paper. So for my class on the 27th, I am going to be featuring this paper, and you will get some of the paper to use after the class as well as to use during the class. All right, that looks good. I'm going to put that like that. Using dimensionals, now I have to decide if, now I only want them on this side. If I'm going to use that deckled rectangle, I may not. Or I may put it somewhere else. Let's get this on and then we'll decide. Hey Pat, it started late, so you're all good. I haven't done a video in a while, so of course my phone was plugged being charged, but note to self, make sure that the extension cord it's plugged into is also plugged in. Yes. All right, that's a little bit crooked. So I changed this one up a little bit from the original, and I put this piece in. So then my deckled frame, I don't know, like I don't really want it anymore. Oh, let's put it here. Yes. Then you can just write your message on the back. It's going to be hard choosing how to lay out your paper. Now, because I did it like that, in hindsight, I probably shouldn't have used dimensionals, but you can still write your message just fine. And then I had this other little piece, may as well use it. And I did cut it. I don't know if it's exact, oh yeah, it is. I did cut it using the deckled frame because at first I just cut it straight and it didn't look right. All right, so there's a different design. There's a little bunny in there you could stamp, or you could stamp the carriage, the horse and carriage, but I just think that's beautiful. Sending warmth your way. Now we do need to add a couple of snowflakes. The big ones are pretty big, I'm not gonna lie. So let's put that one there, and then we'll use a little one down here, and maybe a medium one over there. There we go. Sending warmth your way. I think that's really pretty. I don't know, which one do you like better? Do you like it with the blue inside, or do you like it with this one inside? I don't know if I have too much going on in this one, but I think they're both beautiful. But let me know which one you like best. Okay, so that's our first card. Remember, online exclusives, and this paper is called One Horse Sleigh. One Horse Open Sleigh. 162118. I don't even remember how much it is, but it doesn't matter. It's worth it. Okay, so that's that one. The next one is a very simple one, but a cool little fold. And there's our cute little bunny. No, not bunny. Deer. It's actually a fawn. It still has its spots. And I did put Wink of Stella on its ears. I used the copper snowflakes for this one. Seemed to work well with this paper. And then I cut this out of, I want to say Something Fancy, the Something Fancy dies. And then these are die cut from the dies in the bundle. Now, if you have some of that velvet paper left over, that's what I used for this one. And for the other one, I will use regular paper, and then you can add Wink of Stella. So this one is, I'll show you one of the things you can do with it, because it has a little fold inside. Now, another way to do it is put a little piece of paper in here for your sentiment, and then it just opens. Or you can take your paper snips and just cut a little bit and use it, slide a gift card in. So it's just really to showcase the paper. And I'll show you, for this one I was going to use the other side again, and then this little guy was so cute, and I did put Wink of Stella on him as well. So he's just beautiful. So all the measurements will be on my website. So this is a mountain fold in the middle, and you could skip this step if you want, because it does use more paper. So it uses more cardstock, so you can't get two from one piece of cardstock, because this is 5.5 by 11. But it's just a cool little fold. So you do go ahead and glue this down, this little seam. Otherwise it looks unfinished, if you asked me. So here is the front. This paper is so beautiful. You could just make cards just cutting up the paper and putting it on cardstock. It's really that beautiful. Okay, so our little deer is going to go here. Who doesn't love this little deer? Like I said, until they eat all your flowers, but in the winter they don't, so it's all good. So the back of this one, where the fox was, and you can see you have to think about how you cut it, because when I cut this one, I cut off its head. So this one, because I was going to use this side. So now I am going to use this side. But if you use this side, you can just write your sentiment right on there, or your message. So let's use the wood grain. I do love wood grain. And then this is an extra little piece of the branch from there. So we're just going to put it on the little flap. And if you buy a lot of the paper, you could even put another piece there, but that would be a lot. Okay, now I forget which way. Yep. When you have these little pieces, you do have to look and see which way it goes. Okay, so that's just to add a little something something. Now you don't have anywhere to put your sentiment, so I'm just going to put, no, let's try it. I couldn't decide if I liked this on top. Well, it's going on top now, but just a little bit. There we go. So you open it up, have your little sentiment, and then the wood grain in the back. I think that's pretty. And then for this sentiment, we're going to put it down here. It's crumb cake. We don't want to take away from the deer. So these ones are just die cut with normal paper, basic white cardstock. I think I put the big one, yeah. And you could do a whole bunch of them if you want, but it's just to add a little more detail to the front. And we'll add this one. And I'll grab my Wink of Stella, because this little guy, oh, he's got his ears done. And then I'm going to add Wink of Stella to the snow. On a beautiful sunny day, the snow really does glisten. There we go. Now, because of the colors in this one, I'm going to use the copper snowflakes. No, I've never seen copper snowflakes in real life. but hey, they look pretty. Put one here. And I do live in an area where we get a lot of snow. Not now though. And you know what? I'm going to put a big one right there. All right. So here it is with the piece of paper. And this wood grain. Here it is with the opposite of that, with the little deer. And I'm going to do this and hope I don't wreck it. I'm just going to cut. I could do this on my paper cutter. I may regret doing this on live TV or on a live. Oh, there we go. Okay, let me see if I have a gift card. Oh, Indigo, $50. I can tell you for sure it's used. Oh, you know what? I glued this together, so if you were going to do the gift card thing, make sure you only glue this on this part. Okay, let's see if I can... How much glue did I put in? Oh yeah. All right, my gift card may be glued in there forever. So, one thing to remember, if you're doing the gift card and you're gluing this piece closed, only do it on this side. Let's see if that's going to work, just so you'll see what it looks like. There, I like that actually. So, and I know if you have young adult children, they do love gift cards. So there it goes with the gift card and the fox paper or the wood grain. What's your choice? What's your favorite? Lots of choices today. And there's going to be choices in the next one as well. Wood grain, little fox. And then we have the paper, and then we have the gift card that I may remove because it's going to get glued in there. So all I did was just cut a little bit of that, but just put glue along here if that's going to be your option. All right, so which one do you like better? Wood grain or the fox? Anxious to find out. We'll put those there. I'll put them under because they don't close very well. And the last one that I've lost. Oh, here it is. Here it is. So this is another fun fold and another one with choices that I couldn't really decide how I wanted it to look. The little fox. I agree. I like the little fox too. Okay, so here's what it's going to look like. I think I partly did this one. Yes, I did. Okay, so this one, I'll show you the finished one. I'm just finishing it quickly. And then I'll show you what the choices were. So here is, again, this is one sheet of designer series paper. This is a different one. And then you open it up and you do your little sentiment in here. So you close it. And this one needs snowflakes for sure. You could also, again, cut out another tree or something else to add to the front here, or a sentiment. I don't have a sentiment on this one. So that's the first way that you could do it. I'm going to show you the same design, but just how you could use the paper differently. So that's this one. This is from the same piece of paper. You can see where I cut it off, actually. And yeah, I don't know why I cut it that way. So this one you could actually stamp the horse on or the carriage going off the scene. But what do you prefer? This one with this, or the option is taking your paper. Let's first just put this together. So this is just a little mini card basically. Put that here. Like I said, the measurements will be on my blog. So that's going to be on top of our bottom piece. So this one, this card folds like this, which is typically how we open cards. And I had already cut the paper, but then I wanted to see what it would look like on the other side. So I'm just going to do it. It's going to seem like a backwards card, but that's okay. You would have had to cut it the other way to make sure it opened the proper way. But really, is there a proper way? Upside down might not be the proper way, but okay, so we got this one. So this one is going to be much more subtle. It's really just to show you the different papers. So all you do for this is cut a piece that's 4 by 5 1/4, and then you just literally cut it in half, but you have to think about which way you're cutting it. And for the card, it's just a regular card base, and then you just do corner to corner cut on one of them. Okay, so here we have the second option with the whole tree scene. So this little piece gets tucked in here. Now, one thing to remember is when you're tucking it in, when you're gluing it on, you don't want to interfere with this. So you can't put it really low or else you won't be able to close this. You have to put it up fairly high. And it does cover up most of your paper, so I guess what you could do is just put a piece of white cardstock here for your sentiment. This was just to make it look fancy. So there is this one on this side. So this one is a lot more subtle, let's say. And like I said, I don't have any sentiment or anything on it, so. But you definitely could stamp the horse. I've seen it where it's the horse stamped here. No, yeah, the horse stamped there. And then when you open it, it's the sleigh. So that was pretty cool. All right, let's add a couple of snowflakes. So which of these do you prefer? I'm going to add Wink of Stella to this tree. I don't know, Wink of Stella just makes a card stand out. Oh, I know what I could do for this one. It's a little bare, that's why I'm doing this. I have an idea. Snowflake, let's put it here. Ribbon. Let's take my ribbon. If I can get it to start, there we go. And let's put it around here and then do a bow. Yeah, I think that'll add a, I don't know, it's just missing something. Although I could do a sentiment down here as well. But let's try a bow. And then you can let me know which of these two options you like better, or maybe you like them both. Sometimes when I'm playing around with the paper, I do too, and I think I don't like one any more than the other, they're just different. This ribbon is very stiff and it makes beautiful bows, but you just have to get it to cooperate. Now, because it is so stiff, I am going to take a glue dot and put it right underneath. There we go. Make sure it's straight. Yeah, that makes it pretty. And then I think what I would add is my sentiment right down here. And I would probably choose Wishing You a Season of Cheer. Why don't I do that? Oh, where is it? I like these because they're photopolymer. Is that going to fit? Yep. So this paper is Lost Lagoon. Now, because I'm stamping and I've already done all this, I'm just going to flip it up. It just needs something else. So you could do Lost Lagoon, but I actually want to do a brown. Do I want to do a brown? I think I want to do either a dark green or a brown. I think I want to do a brown because I want it to go over that trunk as well. I'm going to do early espresso. I changed my mind. I'm going to do pebbled path because I actually can't see my early espresso there. This is a new color, pebbled path. It's very beautiful. So let's just go. This is one of those times when you're finished, almost finished the card, and then you add the sentiment and you think, I hope it works. All right. There, now it seems more finished. Wishing you a season of cheer. Yeah, I like that. So this one folds, you might say the wrong way, but I don't think it really matters. But that was because I wanted to try this paper. And this one folds this way. Oh, I also had, from my little scraps, I had a little scrap, so I put it in the inside, which I could do here if I had a little scrap. So those are those two, with the ribbon, without the ribbon. Here's another one with the ribbon, without the ribbon. This one has the scene inside. This one has the blue inside. So preference. And the final one, get all this stuff out of the way, is this one, which I'll try to put the gift card in again. With the gift card holder, and if you're going to do the gift card holder, only glue here. It does go in easily if it's not glued together. There we go. So the little gift card holder, and I used the fox paper because I feel that you could write your sentiment here. And then this one, where I put the piece of paper for the sentiment, and then the wood grain. Also for this one, for the sentiment, because I didn't want to cover up this, I put it over here, which when you open the card, they're going to read it there just as easily. All right, those are the cards for today. Do you have a favorite? Hopefully it has shown you how versatile this paper is. I couldn't even decide which sides to use of the paper because it's just so pretty. So it's an online exclusive. It's available while supplies last. Some of the online exclusives do come back in stock. Like I mentioned, the little red truck, the punch is available. And the stamp set is coming back. Stampin' Up! Produces their own stamp sets, so that's why they're able to make more stamp sets. And also a reminder that for every $60 you spend in June, in Canada, in the US it's $50, you will receive a coupon for $6 off your August, whatever you purchase in August. So it's a great deal. You can accumulate them all. If you end up having 5, then you get $30 off. They do send you an email with the codes, so make sure that you save that because you will need to enter the code into your order. Hi, Darlene. Yeah, it's good to be back in my craft room. It's been a busy summer, lots going on, and still lots to go. Our first grandson was born, and our daughter's getting married, so it's been busy. Anyways, if you're interested in ordering any of these products, mariannecowan.com, and go to shop and look for online exclusives. They're not in any catalog, they are just online because they're online exclusives. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Hopefully you got some ideas, and hopefully you know how beautiful this paper is and how you need to have a pack in your stash. I didn't even use the stamp set. I did use the stamp set for the sentiments, but the paper is so beautiful. All right, so I will be back next Friday again for 3 o'clock. It'll be at 3 o'clock. I'll make sure my phone is charged properly, and I might pop on before then if I'm playing around with this suite and I have some more things. And actually my truck punch and stamp set should be here Monday, so I may have some things earlier than that. So have a great week. I hope you get to spend some time in your craft room, and we'll see you next week. Thanks, everyone.